It's a lovely literary day. Woo! Let's get started, shall we? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Literary Foodie. Today, you guys, oh my gosh, do I have such a recipe for you. Today, we're going to be working with the wonderful, the tasty avocado, one of my favorite fruits out there. Yes, avocado is a fruit. Look it up. So today we're going to be making a sesame seed and avocado salad with a fig vinegar. OMG, does that sound so good? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our fig vinegar. I'm going to show you how. Alright, so these gnarly brown looking things, these are dried figs. This is what it's going to be the main component of our fig vinegar. So the first thing we got to do is we got to chop them up. We need about a quarter cup. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up a few of these guys real quick. Got to cut off the stem here. So figs have been a very important food source for humans for a very, very, very long time. Probably back in like prehistory. So figs are super high in fiber. They're also high in vitamin C and all kinds of minerals and vitamins and things like that. I absolutely adore figs. Like, I love them dried. I especially love them fresh. There is nothing better than a fresh fig, especially during the summertime when you can make all sorts of amazing recipes with them, or just sit outside and just eat a basket full of figs. You know, I've actually never had a dried fig before. Bon appetit. Kind of chewy. Just like a real fig, but a little more grainy. If you're off put by the seeds, Dad, I'm talking to you. You probably won't like these. Alright. They're really hard to cut, too. Okay, so I think that's a heaping quarter cup. Into our sauce pot they go. And then we need a cup of water. And we're going to cook them until they get nice and plump. Well, you guys, it is starting to smell really good in here as these figs start to plump up and cook. So I added a few more figs to the mix because I wasn't sure if it was quite enough. I want to make sure I do this right so this recipe turns out delicious. So we're just waiting for the water to come to a simmer, and then we have to cook this liquid down until all of the liquid is absorbed into the figs. So stay tuned. Alright, everybody, so our figs are slowly but surely sopping up all that liquidy goodness, and we're going to wait until the pot looks almost dry. It's still not quite dry yet, but we're getting there soon. So how many of you out there have ever had a fresh fig, like from a tree? No? So I had my first fresh fig years and years and years ago. I was living in Alabama. Before I started doing the cooking thing, I was doing outdoor education, and I was working for a camp out in Alabama. And our chef, the one day, this absolutely adorable little southern lady named Miss Sandy, she comes in with, I kid you not, like a basket full of these fresh figs. And she's like, howdy y'all, I brought y'all some fresh figs today. And I kind of look at her and I'm like, wait, a what? What is it? And she goes, a fresh fig. She's like, don't tell me y'all never had a fresh fig before. And I'm just like, no. And she's like, well, honey child, she's like, you ain't lived if you ain't never had a fresh fig before. And of course I'm kind of scared at this point. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna spit this thing out? And I tell her, like, the only figs I've ever had have been like fig Newtons. You thought I told her that her mom was a hippopotamus. She like handed me one and was like, here, try it. And I was like, and I bit it and I tried it, and the next level of heaven had opened up in my mouth, literally. It was the most amazing thing I've ever tasted. I think I probably ate like a quarter of that giant basket of figs that day. Oh, my tummy hurt, but it was worth it. Alright guys, the pot is almost dry. You can see the bottom of the pan, and there's not a lot of liquid floating around in here. So we're going to take it off the heat, and we are going to add our vinegar, because this is what's going to make our vinaigrette, or just fig vinegar, not vinaigrette. Alright, you guys, our vinegar is just starting to come to a simmer. Wow. Do not sniff hot vinegar. I don't have... I told you. I told you. If you ever have a cold and you need to open up your nasal passages, just heat some vinegar on the stove. Clear you right up. All right, coming to a simmer, and we are now going to take it off the heat, and we are going to let it infuse for 30 minutes. So we're gonna set our timer here. Bingo! And we're gonna start. See ya in 30 minutes. Alright everybody, so we're 3 minutes away from our 30-minute infusion process. So we're going to go ahead and prep our avocados. So your avocados, when you get them, you want to make sure that they give ever so slightly, that they're not like really mushy. You can't really tell in this picture. What we're going to go do is we're going to go ahead and cut them. So avocados are probably one of my favorite fruits. I really love them a lot. Not just in sushi, but like in guacamole and things like that. Oh, look at that. Perfect avocados from Mexico. Woo!
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, by the way. Thank you, cameraman. So a lot of people, they like to kind of try to like scoop it out, but we're going to actually do something that I like to call the nick and cut method. So here, I'll show you. So you take your avocado and you kind of nick the side like that, and then you peel the skin off, and you have a perfectly beautiful avocado ready for eating. Wow, look at that. No messy spoons, nada. Look at that. So this is where a lot of people get injured when you try to take the pit or the stone out of the avocado. They just kind of take it and go, hi-ya, and then they end up like slicing into their hand. But no, we're not going to do that today. So what I like to do is I kind of like to stand back and just give it a whack and then turn it. Ta-da! Oh, look at that! Oh, our vinegar is done. Wow. So I took the pit out. Again, we're going to do the nick and peel method, where once again we just peel off the skin, and we have this beautiful whole avocado. Ta-da! So next we're going to cut them into wedges. So we're going to cut them in half. Ta-da! So what we're going to do next is we're going to spritz them with a little bit of lime. This will keep them from browning. Unfortunately, avocados oxidize really, really quickly. So what we're gonna do is the citrus, the citric acid from our lime juice is gonna keep the avocados from turning brown and yucky. And no one likes yucky avocados. No, no. So we're just gonna give them a little toss. Gonna let them sit for a second. All right. And then we need to season them with our cocoa and chili mixture. So this is a mixture of cocoa powder, regular black pepper, salt, and adobo chili powder. Ooh, I know. Chocolate and chili on avocados with fig vinegar. Yep, so we're just going to go ahead and season them just a bit. I feel like a grand artiste. Ooh. There we go. And then this mixture will be used next week. Spoiler alert. We're doing beef. Yes, I can't wait. Beef. So it says to strain through a fine mesh sieve. Get all that figgy goodness out of there, because who doesn't like figgy goodness? All right, so that's that. That is our resulting fig vinegar. Looks kind of more like miso soup. But now we are going to assemble our salad. Ooh. All right, everybody, here we are. It's the final countdown. We are now going to try the fig vinaigrette with our baby arugula dressed with a little olive oil and salt. And now we have our finished vinegar. It looks a lot like soup. So I'm going to go ahead and ladle a little bit of this over my salad, but I'm also going to drizzle a little bit of this over the camera guy's salad as well. There we go. And I'm going to give this just a little bit of a flavor here. Let me try it. Woo. Again, if you have a cold and you need to open your sinuses, this is the way to do it. All right, let's see. Ooh, wow. Still very vinegary, but you do get a lot of the sweetness from that fig. I feel like if it has the chance to kind of like infuse a little more over the coming weeks and months, it'll get better. But now let's go ahead and try it in our salad. All right, let's try a little of everything together. All right, here we go. The avocado is so interesting, you guys. Like the chili and the chocolate really kind of bring out like a fruity note to the avocado. And of course, you got the spice going on, and like, this is so unusual, you guys. Like, it's definitely like a very hearty salad. And they said to add it with the beef recipe, which we're gonna do next week. But this is a very, very hearty salad just on its own. And there's so much going on. Like you've got the pepperiness from the arugula, you got the fatty richness from the avocado itself, and then you've got that chocolatey chili kick. Like, this is so unusual, and I'm actually really liking it. Yeah. So that's it from me, you guys. Have a great evening, and I will see you guys next week when we conquer beef. Until then, have a great day. See you later. Bye.